Information is everywhere, but it's not always easy to know what you can trust. For instance, do you believe everything that you read on social media? Of course not. That's why it's so important to carefully evaluate the information you use in your college research. It's not as hard as it might sound. In fact, you're probably already evaluating a lot of things without even thinking about it. For instance, when buying a new phone, watching an advertisement, or talking to friends, you might be thinking about the phone's neat features, if the product in the ad looks cheap, or that your friend sometimes exaggerates. This is evaluation, thinking critically about something in order to decide if it can be trusted. When evaluating information for your college research projects, though, you'll want to be a bit more thorough. Here's a great way to remember 5 important criteria for evaluating articles, websites, books, and more. The CRAP method. This stands for currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. Currency means the age of the website or the information on it. To determine currency, look for a publication date. You might also review the references to see how old the supporting information is. Remember, just because something's a little dated doesn't mean it's a bad source. In some disciplines like history or art, older information is just as useful as new. However, in other cases, you'll find the need for very current information. Relevance indicates how important the information is to your own interests or needs. This is trickier to determine, and you'll need to do some reading before you decide if that website is right for you. For instance, if you've got an assignment to find information about climate change, then this article might be a good one. One thing to keep in mind with relevance is even if the site looks good, if it duplicates information that you already have, or if the content is written for a different audience like elementary school students, it might not be appropriate. Authority asks you to consider where the information is coming from, such as who wrote it or who's responsible for maintaining the page. To determine authority, you need to find out about the author's qualifications by looking for their name and credentials. If there's no author listed, consider the website itself by looking for About Us or Contact Us links, or even looking at the web address. Each of these things can help you decide if the page can be trusted as an authority on the topic. Accuracy is a little more difficult to evaluate and means that you need to look closely at the website beforehand. Unless you know a lot about the topic already, you'll actually be looking for inaccuracies that might make you question the website's quality. Look for broken links, typos, or questionable statements. If you have any doubts, do some follow-up research to verify that the information is accurate. At this point, you want to ask yourself what the website is trying to do. What is its purpose? Some common answers are to inform you, to teach you about something, to entertain you or even fool you, to persuade you to buy a product or access to a product. For instance, if you need to create an account before seeing all of the information, the site might be trying to sell you something. Or if you're only seeing one side of a complex argument like gun control or politics, the site might be biased. Understanding the purpose of a site can help you to determine if you need to do additional research. Just because you don't find an example of every one of these criteria doesn't mean that the source isn't trustworthy. Remember, you're looking for enough information to establish that the website can be trusted and is appropriate for your research. If, after a thorough evaluation, though, you have any doubts, move on and continue your search for the best information possible. This might seem like a lot of work, but with a little practice, it'll be like second nature. If you have questions or need guidance evaluating a source, contact the reference desk for assistance.